Hey, vinyl community, it's Mazzy here. I'm gonna do something a little different. Of course, we always say that and it never ends up being really different, but I'm in my office, so this is where the magic happens. I'm playing for my hard drive right now, the Lounge Lizards. It's kind of a jazzy thing, but on the other side, this is my office here, my desk. John Lurie, saxophone for the Lounge Lizards. If you know the Jim Jarmusch films, Down by Law, and that very first Jim Jarmusch film, and Stranger Than Paradise, John Lurie is in it, but he was in the East Village jazz scene in New York too. Great thing. But since I'm in my office, I don't play records here, even though I have a vintage, well, my vintage. I have a 1986 dual CS5000 turntable, which I never use, needs a new cart. I just play CDs down here or digital files. And right on the other side of this wall, and I think, I didn't really show you how close I am, but there's the record room, which you've seen in all the Whack-A-Mole videos. So records here, I go upstairs just on the split level and play records, but I'm not a snooty guy in terms of CDs. I'm that generation. I'm 64, so I'm that generation that, the late 80s, started getting into CDs. The better format, yeah, we were suckered there, right? And about 1994 or 5, I sold out about maybe 2,000 of my albums. I had about 7,000 albums in those days because I had worked in the record business, as some of you may know. And I got rid of a lot of great stuff. I got rid of the wrong records, basically, thinking, oh, my favorite album by the band, Music Big Pink, or the Brown album, I'm getting rid of that because that'll be better on CD. Same with a lot of jazz stuff, because I had worked at ABC Records for a while. It was my end of jazz thing until they got bought out by MCA. And I was able to pick up a lot of the Impulse 70s issues, but really great, and I got rid of a lot of them. But here's a good thing I want to show you a little bit. Talk about jazz. These are my jazz CDs. See along the wall there, behind the drum set, I have these vintage JBL speakers down here, L100s. This is all jazz. A big jazz fan. And the one of the good things about the CD era was the proliferation of box sets where you'd get a lot of alternate versions. I mean, I was watching, who was I watching? Well, a bunch of you guys been doing a lot of jazz lately, but the Miles Davis sets, the full Bitches Brew, the full Jack Johnson, Silent Way, all that kind of stuff. The Miles bootleg series, all the Coltrane stuff. One of my very favorites is the Mosaic box set. I'd love to have this on vinyl, but it goes for about $600. But the complete Nat Cole trios on Mosaic. If you ever find this, it goes for a lot. But 18 discs, just the trio stuff, no orchestration. Probably one of my very favorite. And get some good light here. Oh, by the way, that's my CD wall. So I'm not against CDs, and it's fun in here. But this set is amazing. You think 18 discs is too much? Not when it comes to Nat Cole, in my opinion. The Golden Voice, one of the best piano players ever in any form of music. Couple things I just want to kind of pull. What I'm playing now, let's see, LLL, I am organized. This is that Lounge Lizards record. And get some good light here, right? So when you're looking backwards, oh, fuck it, I can do it this way. Great record. I think it's on Editions EG Records. This is 1981, but Teo Macero produced it, who did a lot of the Miles stuff at the time, earlier than that. But kind of that, white guys playing jazz, but they're hip white guys playing jazz, okay? Really great. Seek this out. The vinyl's great too. I have the vinyl. The vinyl. I know people hate saying the vinyl, but anyway, I mean, we did a little tribute. Here's Ken Nordine. Ken Nordine, The Voice, all the word jazz records. More boppy kind of stuff. Love this stuff. Not the typical jazz artist. He just died, what, a month ago? Not really a jazz artist, but he did the word jazz, a poet. You know his voice from the Levi commercials in the 60s and 70s. Django Reinhardt, another favorite of mine. Again, Mosaic stuff. Love this Mosaic stuff. Can't have enough of it. What else do I got here? Oh, this is kind of a cool set. You know, those Rhino, oh, is this the Rhino set? Reissue stuff. Yeah, this would be a Rhino, Rhino word beat. Jack Kerouac. Some music, some beat poetry. Jack Kerouac, Steve Allen. I love this kind of stuff. I like the avant-garde stuff as well as the schmaltzy stuff, so I'm not, wow. Anyway, Ella Fitzgerald, I like the traditional stuff. Roy Eldridge, I'm a big jazz. Chet Baker, obviously, the stuff you all know. I know it's not exactly jazz, but Cab Calloway, you know. All the hep, cool. Who was telling me, who did the thing about Lester Young the other day? I'd known that story, but I forgot about it, that Lester Young, the pork pie hat guy, kind of coined the term cool, as in cool, and bread as in money. I just watched it. I think it was an older video, but I'm sorry, I'm bad on names this morning. I'm still a little jet lagged. What else do we have? Oh yeah, Lester Young, right? Fucking great box set. That's what's great about the city, about the CD era. You know, this great box set on Verve is an amazing collection. A little falling apart somewhat, but look at this design. Come on, let's get a little all this Verve stuff too. And then obviously the things that are overkill. This complete Bill Evans on Verve. And this box set was meant to patina and rust in time. I think these go for a lot too, but it's not about the money. Just I like the objects of art as much as the music. Well, maybe not as much as music. Herbie Hancock, this was the Warner Brothers years. Maybe I should just do a whole box set thing. It's so hot, so cool, so breaded, so cool, man. Charlie Christian, you know, like a Gibson amp recreation box set. It was a great time for the heyday of box sets. What else do I have here? Oh, Charlie Poole is another one. More bluesy stuff. These are more some of the other things that aren't necessarily jazz. But you get the gist of it. Here's my little RCA stackers, 44 45s. Ellington box. Anyway, that's just a little. Now, you know something? What's fucked up about this? I put my coffee down and I don't remember. Oh, here it is. Anyway, just a little jazzy thing. It's just great to play this stuff and let it go on for hours and hours. I do see that attraction of CD. Big vinyl guy, as you know, I am, but I'm not against this stuff. If all this stuff was able to come out that hadn't come out before, just for that alone, it's worth it. Anyway, I'm back in Seattle, and oh, the metal theologian, that's what I'm thinking about. Brad, is that your name? I'm sorry. You amuse me. I love watching your videos, and I really not a fan of the metal thing like you are, but that's what's great about your videos. It's not all about the music, and you just have a good rapport with your audience, and pushing those avant-garde jazz artists and off other artists that people should check out in the jazz thing is kind of a cool thing. And I totally actually do get the transition from metal to jazz, even though I'm not a metalhead at all. But I'm just amused. And, you know, good luck when your son goes away to college. My son's 28. He's out of the house now. He's in San Francisco still. I don't know how long he'll last there. He'll come and visit. But I miss the guy. So when he gets up here, I think I want to do a video with him on it, because I brainwashed him a little into, when he was younger, into different kinds of music and stuff. Anyway, Mazzy out, and thanks for watching. Love you.